The concept of the socioeconomic studies is to understand the general public benefit of an endeavor like Attract. So for Attract, the mission is to develop a platform or mechanisms with which we can extract additional value from the tremendous investments that big scientific research infrastructures make when conducting science. So if we think about these leading edge technologies in sensing, imaging, detection, actuation, control, how can we find alternative benefits for these technologies in industry? Now, the objective of the socioeconomic studies is to look at Attract and Attract-like projects in a critical perspective to better understand what works, why it works, and the specific levers and mechanisms that could be improved. And we can evolve and develop them to be more effective as we try and realize public benefits from these investments. Within these socioeconomic projects, there are three main levels of analysis. We can either think of the level of the individual team, or the level of the individual scientist, or the individual engineer, or the individual entrepreneur. We can think of the level of companies, such as the spin-offs, or the other companies that are recipients of the technologies of these scientific research infrastructures. And finally, we can think of a macro level that looks at general public policy aspects and how they fit in and align with and support the general mission of Attract. The projects are designed to work individually. Each project has typically a minimum of 2 partners. It would be often one from a research or an academic institution, along with some industrial partners. So they'll work within their project teams to fulfill the project objectives. But another goal we have in coordinating the 8 Attract projects is to identify synergies and to make sure that across the 8 projects, we're generating more than the sum of the 8 individual projects. And we'll do this by actively working with them and coordinating their activities as the projects evolve. We as a society spend a lot of money on scientific research. We're very good at it in Europe. And if we can understand the mechanisms with which we can extract additional value for business, for society, for both the public and private sectors, this can potentially be leveraged many years in advance to continue to extract value from these scientific research infrastructures. So by and large, what we want to do is better understand what works, what doesn't work, how we can make things better, to look at the whole objective of Attract critically, as a good scientist should, in the effort to really understand where we can go in and extract the most value, and when we're not using our time and resources very well.